We can set different steps within our module in order for it to require necessary information. In the same way, TDox allows us to create PDF documents which can be saved and shared with our customers. In order to customize these PDF documents according to our preferences, on the main menu, we can click on the menu icon on the top left corner, then Forms, and select the module we'd like to set up the PDF document for this case. Let's click on Cleaning Service, then on Create a new revision. Once everything gets loaded, we can click on Save and go to PDF Designer. Remember that all features we are going to see are not available on smartphones and tablets, as the web app has reduced the functionalities on those devices. In order to change logo, let's click on it and head over the right tab where under Image Source we can upload an image by clicking on the magnifying glass icon. To insert instead one of the different fields available within the module, all we have to do is clicking on the smartphone icon on the bar and choose from the list the field we want to import. Let's look, for example, for Customer ID. Let's click on it and look for Customer ID inside the document. We can then drag it where we prefer it to be. Let's also look for Value and drag it next to Customer ID, which will then be replaced with the actual ID number of the related customer. We can repeat this operation for all fields available, so if we delete a field by mistake, we can simply import it by searching it in the list. If we remove anything from the document by mistake, we can also click on Undo on the top right corner. If we press Undo by mistake, we can click on Repeat in order to bring the situation at the status it was before. Next to Undo and Repeat, we can find the button Actions. By clicking here, you can perform different operations, like automatically generating the document, which removes layout and boxes and spreads all fields on a vertical order. We can also add a header or footer in case those haven't been inserted. Footer and header are the top and bottom part of each document, which are repeated on all pages in case our document should be occupying more pages. From the Actions menu, we can also delete the document content, manage frames, enable or disable grids, or import a header or footer from another one of our documents. For the option Import Header or Footer, this field on the right of our logo is usually dedicated to our business name. We can edit it by going under Text on the right tab. We can edit its font, dimension, format and color. In order to change font, we can head under Font, and where there's Family, we can insert the font we'd like to use, for example Verdana. This way we'll see the font changing. In order to change the font size, we can simply change the number under Size and hit Enter on our keyboard. We can also choose between 4 different options in order to format our text, such as bold, italic, underline and word wrap. In order to change color, we can simply click on the black square next to Color and choose with our mouse the color. All boxes you'll see in this document can also be moved and resized based on your preferences. In order to do so, we can simply drag with our mouse the box border according to the shape and size that we want it to be. Regarding all other fields, such as checkboxes, photos and signatures, we can also resize those and move them as shown in this video by selecting any of the objects in our document. Remember that we can also move them using directional arrows on your keyboard. The document is divided in sections according to the module logic. For the web app, those sections can be selected and moved up or down by right-clicking on them and clicking on the direction we want to move them to. Let's now have a look at the little icons we see on the bottom bar. The smartphone one allows to import fields from the module like we previously did for Customer ID. The layout area allows to add a new section which we can move where we prefer, as we have just seen. The text box icon allows to insert text in the document. The image icon allows to insert an image which we can upload. With the rectangle icon, we can add a new box to the document. Remember, it's important to add the box in the first place and add in a second place eventual text on the box. If we insert the text first, the box will cover it. We have the option to add a line. We can drag it inside the document and choose its properties. We can drag it and write 0 as X, 3 as Y. We can change the number 3 according to the height of our section. Checkbox and barcode icons will import a checkbox or a barcode not linked to any other field, which therefore would remain always the same whenever the document has been filled. In order to link them to any of the other fields available in the document, we'll just have to do as follows. Let's assume we want this checkbox to be checked each time our operator washed the furniture. Let's go under Control Settings and click on the empty field below Value. Then on Add Variable, and from the list we now have to individuate under Service provided the name of the field, which in this case is Wash Furniture. Lastly, we can click on Confirm. By clicking on the printer icon, we can see a preview of our document once it will be filled. Let's remember to always save our changes. We can now click on Back to Form, to Flow Designer, and on Settings on the top right corner under the Automatic PDF Download, we can choose how we'd like to set it between 3 options. Never. The document will never be saved on operators' devices. It will always be saved anyway in the web app. Always will always download the document each time a form gets filled in or to share it or print it. On request, the app will show it to our operators asking if they'd like to view the PDF document in order to share it or print it. Having a look at all this from the app, once a form has been filled, the operator will be asked if he wants to see the PDF documents automatically generated. Let's remember that all documents will be always consulted from the web app in the Reports section. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on LinkedIn for future updates. If you have any questions, contact us on info@mightydocs.com or leave a comment.